Honestly, I wish I didn't have to spend my Monday evening at a board meeting, but I'm concerned about transparency in the district. As taxpayers, we have a legal right to know what's being taught in our schools, so I've been submitting FOIA requests. I've been asking for teacher lesson plans, readings, viewings, and assignments since the beginning of school. So why is the district not giving me any of this material?
That's a mom on a mission to get to the bottom of a controversial course, and she's now suing her children's school district after the school repeatedly refused to comply with her FOIA requests. She says it is not about the content, but the right for parents to know what's going on in their child's classroom. That Michigan mother of two, Carol Beth Litkouhi, am I saying that right, Carol? That's sorry, I'm botching your name.
It's okay. Litkouhi.
Litkouhi, good morning to you. Thanks for coming on. So tell me how you first learned. I know your kids are little. They're in the school district. You were concerned when you saw social media posts from a high school teacher, right?
Right. Yep. And I just saw this teacher's social media post on Facebook, and I noticed the collection of resources that she was planning to use for this class just looked like it was coming from one particular side of the political spectrum. And I was just curious if multiple viewpoints were going to be represented in the class, and that's what caused me to reach out to the school.
So you reach out to the school, and you're trying to find out what's being taught in this teacher's class. And what did the school say?
Well, they instructed me to speak with the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Director and the Secondary Director of Education. So I bounced around between these two administrators for a while. I was asking my questions. I didn't get a whole lot back in return. The DEI director claimed she didn't know what I was asking for when I asked what teacher training materials were used. And the secondary director gave me the course description and a course pacing guide, but there was not much information on it.
Okay, so why are you suing the school district?
Well, because eventually they told me to send FOIA requests, and then I could get access to this information. But once I sent my FOIA requests, they would claim that no public records existed concerning readings, assignments, or viewings in the class.
And then you lost $400, right?
Yeah, that was actually related to a different FOIA request about teacher training materials, but I paid a deposit of $400, and then they said they couldn't give me any copyrighted materials.
Now, what about the other moms that do have high school students in this class that you can't get any information about what the teacher is teaching inside the school? What do they say?
Other moms with students in the class?
Yes.
A lot of them are not excited that I'm asking questions about the class in the first place, so they aren't giving me a whole lot of material either.
And why are you doing this? Why is it important to you?
I just feel that classes taught in a public school should represent a variety of viewpoints. And so I'm just curious to see what's being taught to our students, because I know that influences society at large. And these topics are sensitive topics, and they should be dealt with appropriately. And so I just wanted to see what's being taught. And it's the secrecy that has really propelled me to keep going, because I don't understand. If you have nothing to hide, why is it a secret?
Well, you're being very bold. There are a lot of moms that really want to do this and want to know the information, but are too scared. They don't want to ruffle any feathers, and they don't want their children to be affected by it. So thanks so much for doing this, and keep us posted on what happens.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. We did reach out to the school district, and they said Rochester Community Schools is committed to cultural proficiency, diversity, equity, inclusion, and social emotional learning for all. Rochester Community Schools remains cooperative in sharing information with community stakeholders within the limits of the law and district guidelines.